Hello everyone. So today we are going to learn the basics about LPG. So you must have seen those large cylinders carrying liquefied gas. Let's try to understand what they are. Imagine you are a 7-year-old. You absolutely love science. Everything around you fascinates you. You don't just look at the world, you always wonder how it works. One day, you are sitting in the back seat of your parents' car, looking out of the window. Suddenly, a huge tanker drives past. It's much bigger than the other vehicles around it, so naturally, it catches your attention. As you keep looking at it, you notice three big letters written on its side: LPG. Hmm, what's LPG? You wonder. Then something else catches your eye, a bright red warning symbol. Under it, the words highly flammable are written in bold. Now your curiosity doubles. Wait, what is this thing? Why is it inside such a huge tanker? And why does it need a danger sign? You can't stop thinking about it. So you ask your dad, "Hey dad, what's LPG? Why is it stored in such a huge tanker? And why does it have that danger sign?" Your dad smiles. He knows another science adventure is about to begin. Well, son, LPG stands for Liquefied Petroleum Gas. But that's just the full form. The real question is, what does liquefied petroleum gas actually mean? Let's break it down. The word gas is easy, but notice the word liquefied. It simply means that this gas has been turned into a liquid. You look confused. But, Dad, if it's a gas, why would anyone turn it into a liquid? You asked your dad. That's a fantastic question. Your dad replies. Imagine trying to carry all the air inside your bedroom in a small box. You can't, because gases spread out and occupy a huge amount of space. So, scientists and engineers wondered, what if we could squeeze the gas into a much smaller space, and started compressing it by applying high pressure. As the pressure increased, molecules of gas come closer and closer together. Closer, closer, until the gas is changed into a liquid. So why gas has been changed into a liquid when we store into LPG? Because we can store huge amount of volume of gas in the form of liquid in a container. So if LPG stays as a gas, we need something enormous to store enough fuel for cooking. But because it's stored as liquid, a small cylinder can hold a surprisingly large amount. Okay, you look back at the tanker with a whole new perspective. After a few seconds, another question pops in your mind. Dad, is LPG just one gas? Or is it a mixture of gases? Or what type of gas is LPG? Your dad replies, no, LPG is not a single gas. LPG is mainly a mixture of two gases, which are propane and butane. So whenever you hear the word LPG, always remember two words, propane and butane. Then your dad smiles again. You understood the concept, son? He asked. You said yes. Then your dad told something interesting. Scientists mix these propane and butane in different proportions depending on the climate. Colder places usually need more propane because it works better at low temperature, while warmer places can use more butane. So these propane and butane are mixed in different proportions and that is what makes a LPG. Now your dad asks you, you actually see LPG every single day. Can you guess where? You start thinking, in factories, no. In cars, no. I don't know, you said. Your dad laughs. When your mom cooks food, have you seen the blue flame on the stove? Yes, that flame is burning LPG. Your eyes become wide. Really? But dad, I thought LPG was a liquid. Excellent observation, your dad says. Inside the cylinder, LPG is stored under high pressure, so most of it stays as a liquid. But the moment you open the stove's valve, the pressure suddenly drops. Because of this drop in pressure, some of the liquid immediately comes back into gas. That gas travels through the pipe, mixes with oxygen from air, and burns to produce blue flame you see while cooking. You smile. So every time mom cooks food, LPG changes from liquid into gas. Exactly. You remember the warning sign on the tanker? You ask your dad, Dad, what about that highly flammable warning sign? That's there because LPG burns very easily. If it is accidentally leaks and mixes with air, even a tiny spark can start a fire. That's why LPG tankers are made from thick steel, fitted with safety valves, inspected regularly, and transported under strict safety rules. The danger sign isn't there because LPG is bad. It's there to remind us to handle something so useful with care and respect. You look at that giant tanker one last time. Just a few minutes ago, it was simply another truck on the road. Now you see something completely different. Not just a tanker, but chemistry, physics, pressure, engineering, and enough fuel to cook food for thousands of families. And it all started with one simple question: Dad, what's that? Because every great scientific discovery begins the same way, with curiosity. I hope you would have got a brief idea about what LPG is. And this was just an informative video. So, thank you.